Project Shift is a nonprofit organization dedicated to building a cohesive network of teacher leaders who are committed to sharing and improving their own teaching practices. We believe that empowering teacher leaders can bring about a shift in the way we design professional learning and promote educator growth. We believe that by refocusing the work of school-based teacher learning communities to reflect analysis of teaching practices, we can bring about a shift in student achievement and transform our school. Today we're going to take a look at three main areas: recording software, recording devices, and the basic post-production process. Let's start by looking at software options. In today's market, you have such a variety of recording apps, and they can go on forever. One particular one we like is called Coach's Eye. Athletes use this, coaches use this to take a look at their own performance in a way that allows them to draw lines and play in slow motion, etc. The basic app is free. On the right, you'll see features related to the app. And of course, there's the camera's own recording software, and this is the most economic by far. It's there. It comes with the device. And the question is how easily it can be downloaded or uploaded to a particular sharing site later. The last you'll see here in this chart is a compressing software. In other words, sometimes our recording files are so large, we need to compress them so they can be put onto a collaborative site. Some recording software has built-in compression features and automatically formats it for you. Be sure to look into that. This is where so much time can be spent, but what we've done is put together a chart, and we've taken some of the most popular devices, those most commonly owned or likely to be owned by educators, and we've put it on a chart and cross-match it from simple to over-the-top crazy in terms of connecting devices in order to increase either the picture or the sound quality. So you can see in the left-hand column, anything with a level 1 is a very simple basic setup. And as you look across, we've looked at ease of use, quality of sound, and the quality of the picture. And as you progress down the chart from top to bottom, you'll see that it becomes more complicated. Remember, generally, the more complicated it becomes, the more expensive it becomes as well. And we're here to help you sift through these combinations in order to put together a setup that works. All right, once you've looked at that chart and you've decided what it is you have and what you may want to add to it, now comes the part where we need to go out to the marketplace and actually purchase the parts. We've put some basic components here for you. In fact, we've hyperlinked them right to a popular supplier that we use most often, although there are many suppliers and many different locations that you could use yourself. But we've given you our favorite on this, and even these little devices and brackets that we've chosen are the ones we felt for the money are the most durable and will serve you. I try to think about post-production options before I even start recording. In other words, how am I going to transfer my footage from the device I'm using to a particular collaborative site? And that basically involves some sort of editing on the front and back side of the video clip. That means trimming the beginning and trimming the end, and then exporting that footage somewhere. When we export it, then it becomes ready for an upload. And I have to always know what site I'm going to use to collaborate with, because that will determine the type of file I need. Is it an MPEG-4, AVI, .mov, QuickTime file versus a movie media player? It's really important for us to know these details before we continue. Now, finally, let's talk about collaborative platforms. We've only listed 4. There are so many collaborative platforms that exist today for educators that it's become confusing. We've picked what we feel are the top 4 collaborative sites that you could use. We did that, we put that pick together based on how easy they are to use, how complete they are. It's nice to do and have a one-stop shop where you can do everything on this one site that needs to be done, where you can collect artifacts, you can actually collaborate easy with others, add them, you have good privacy settings. That's important. Teaching Channel is a great site. It's expensive. And the same with Bloomboard and Innovation. They're terrific sites. They can be expensive. Some of the more popular for schools that don't have the resource are YouTube. YouTube's becoming a lot more usable for educators. It gives you your privacy settings. Upload is simple. You have your own channel, and you can invite your own group as you build it to view the video. And you can even annotate on the video what it is you're looking at and talking about. And YouTube is free. Now, please, we're not trying to sell YouTube. One could use Vimeo if you like. There are many, many different platforms for you to choose. We've just listed our favorites. Ultimately, you pick your own. Once you've got all your equipment and you're ready to record, the next challenge is, where do you set that device with its tripod in your classroom for the best recording that you could possibly get? There are two popular locations the way we see it, and one really is the front right or left corner of your classroom, and the other is the back left or right corner of your classroom. And what determines this is what it is you're looking at. Are you looking at yourself? Is it important for the camera to see you? Or you're looking at your students' faces and expressions and body language. It all depends on the particular standard that you're working on, and breaking that down into that very specific skill. That helps you know where to focus your camera. Often you don't need to see yourself, and we just need to break down what our intent is from the start, and that will dictate to us the best position for our camera. One of our great teacher leaders, Christina Norland, said it best when she was quoted, "Even in the beginning stages of viewing video of teachers teaching, our minds are awakened to new possibilities." We hope this will be true for you as well, as you watch yourself grow in skill. And even more exciting, watching your students' achievement levels increase as you become more highly skilled. Good luck!